So hi guys, I'm riding back from my ride, breakfast ride on this weekend, back to home. But at the same time, I thought, why not try out two things? One, again, testing the DJI Mic Mini. I'm wearing it under here on my chin strap of the helmet, and the DJI Action 5 Pro, which I'm talking into, which is mounted on my helmet mount. Sorry, the handlebar mount. So the idea was to one. So today I'm shooting at a noise cancellation level 1 on the mic, and pretty windy, as you could maybe would be hearing some bit of noises. I'm fairly speaking a little louder. So today's video is about two things. One, definitely the mics testing, and second is with respect to a recent experience that I've had in terms of online shopping. So I was on the market for searching a better helmet with respect to two things. One was wind buffeting, and the second was noise cancellation inside the helmet, because I wanted a better helmet in that sense. This helmet I've been using for the last 1.5 years only, but this is more or less a dual purpose helmet. So as you get into the biking scene and as you start reading a lot, that is when a lot of times you end up discovering that certain choices that you made were not exactly in terms of what you were looking out, and you got missold or you were smarted out, so to say, by the retailers. So although I'm pretty pleased with the helmet and the helmet quality, this is an LS2 Pioneer Evo Series 1 first version, but this is a dual sport helmet. So dual sport helmet meaning this is a dual purpose helmet. This serves as both as an adventure helmet as well as for your off-road bits, wherein you're riding at much lower paces, and the main focus is with respect to ventilation. So this has a lot of vents here under the chain also. A lot of vents, ventilation spaces. What it does is that it gives you that breathing space when you're, and it has a wider field of view rather at the time because a lot of time when you're off-roading, you need to see, turn around and understand the terrain a lot. So it gives you a better field of view in that sense. But that these two advantage comes as a cost, and the cost is the wind noise and the buffeting because of the crown as well as being a certain shape that it is and at a certain height. So I'm 6 feet tall. I'm sitting on my transal, which is also at 850 plus of seat height. Despite having the stock windshield, a lot of times it becomes, and today being very windy, you can see my hair moving here and there because this is what is wind buffeting is. So whatever wind gets cut off and then it hits you, a lot of time hits you from the side, either side. So your helmet gets swayed at high speeds. Today I'm riding at a slow speed at around 70-60 kph, but at higher speeds it becomes challenging to maintain, and then it becomes stressing because it ends up stressing your neck, your shoulders on longer route. So hence this is not a touring helmet, but as I said, it's a dual purpose helmet. So this serves as an adventure as well as a touring helmet. Has been serving me well because I typically avoid riding at a very high speed, even though I've done a lot of rides like Ladakh and Kedarnath and Indore and Run of Kutch. But I would like to say is that this helmet has served me very, very well. Only thing is that I wanted something with this helmet. It is a compulsion for me to wear the earplugs which come specifically for riding. Don't wear your the ones which come for swimming because the problem is that the swimming ones are vacuum, so they will create a vacuum inside your ears, and you'll block out all necessary other sounds, which is essentially a vehicle passing by or someone calling out your name or a horn honking or something like that. So those are the necessary sounds that you need to be aware of, and that is what it takes away. So don't go for those specifically. Take a little bit amount of money out and buy those ones which are specifically made for riding. It helps a lot. It helps preventing tendinitis. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, it does that. So in terms of that, I was out there on the market, as I said, for buying out a better helmet, which was one, lighter, two, it was made specifically for touring or high-speed ridings, and three, it had so because of that, it had to have two things: one, excellent wind buffeting protection as well as noise protection. So hopefully the helmet that I've ordered, I should and whatever the online reviews I could read, because it's not available in India now. It's not a ISI certified helmet, so and so forth. It's illegal in that sense, although it is ECE certified and DOT certified. Still, for some reason, not available in India in that sense for ISI certifications. So hence I decided to import it. So I did a lot of research and came across a nice helmet and placed an order on FC Moto, which is a big retailer out there in Germany. The point I'm trying to make and the intention behind this video is that a lot of us are out there on the markets, and a lot of us tend to get swayed by the prices which we see online. It happened with me. I saw that price and it was a jaw-dropping price for a international level carbon fiber helmet, and I decided to go for it. But yes, something which I missed out initially, right after I clicked the purchase button. So I recall that there will be the import duty and charges implication on it. So although yes, I did a lot of research going through it and all. So this is one, be very cautious in terms of whenever you're ordering from international sellers who ship to India, because the cost on the website will typically be X, it will be without the cost of customs or other charges, duties, local duties that will be implied or applied on the item that you import. So although so then the international courier was through UPS International. So UPS being a trusted name, I had that confidence. But to my surprise, few days back, I received a SMS from UPS claiming that my item is on the way and it has been categorized as a gift, so to say. And a gift item that you import from international market, especially from EU, attracts a 77% duty on the invoice value. So they were asking me to do the KYC documentation and other things. So I completed my KYC documents. Additionally, what I did was I spoke to them, I consulted them, and I informed them that this is not a gift. I have made an online purchase. It's a single unit item that I am importing. And at the same time, it is something that I have the payment proof for also on my net banking. I have the invoice with the correct HS code, which is an import duty code for that item. Every item has a import duty code in India. It will be categorized under that category, so that is the category code. So it happened so that it was there on the internet as well as on the invoice. So I had shared it with them. Now they've said that they will go back to customs and get it sorted out. So what in turn it will do is, because it was getting categorized as a gift item, so it was coming as at 77% import duty on the invoice value. Now with the correct code, the import duty will come down to 30% because it's a single unit helmet that I'm importing and I have paid for it. It's not a gift. It will come down to 30%. So I save around 40% of the cost, which I could have levied additionally, and the overall cost of the helmet would have been higher. So that's the idea behind today's video. Wherever you do inform yourself, do educate yourself, do a little bit of research before you hit that payment button like me. Although in my case, because I was lucky enough and I got the right HS code and everything, and the biller was also mentioning that. So I saved a 40% cost on it. I'm just waiting on the UPS now to come back to me, in terms of what is the final amount that I have to pay and what is the exact amount of customs duty that they're implying. If they don't, then I'll go to customs office and then try and have a word with them to get these things clear. But yeah, so that's the idea, guys. A lot of time internet shopping is very convenient, but at a lot of times it might so happen because of less knowledge or no knowledge or our negligence, we might incur the cost, and the cost then becomes almost double the cost of the product that you're importing, and then it has a higher impact on your wallet. So something which is of 35,000 lands up to 70,000. That should not happen. So if you have your budget, whatever you're importing, always make sure that the seller either helps you out. So you can always also reach out to the seller and ask them for a import duty code under which category they'll be sending it, they'll be billing it, because ultimately what customs wants to do is that check that there is no under invoicing. So whatever the invoice is of an exact amount, and the payment also matches the same. Because I'm not a commercial guy who's trying to avoid duties or anything. So that's something that should be helpful. So that's the idea behind today's video. I hope you found it useful. Always double check with your seller as well as on internet. Use Google or ChatGPT or Gemini, whatever the hell, and try and figure out what import duties will be levied. It can give you exact breakup with respect to import duty, what surcharges, what cess, anything if implied will always be there. And then have a word with your courier, reputed courier if you prefer that. Otherwise, have a word with those guys. They will also guide you in terms of what will the final landing cost would be. So that's about it, guys. I think I've been blabbering a lot, but I think you find it. Let me know in the comment section that if you found today's information useful, and goes without saying, do support me, like, share and subscribe and comment as much as you can. and share it with your friends or riders or anyone who does international shopping from international sites, and they'll find it useful. Thank you. Time out. Cheers, guys. See you out there. Be safe.